विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. Welcome all of you to our daily Bhagavad Gita reading session. We are reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. We have finished chapter 1. We have started chapter 2. Already 3-4 classes is done. Now we are about to discuss verse number 4. We finished verse number 3 yesterday. So let's have a quick recap what all is happening in this chapter. After hearing from Arjuna in the first chapter about all his arguments of not fighting, this second chapter, again in the first section, Arjuna will be giving arguments of his further doubt, why he is not willing to fight. And this section is continuing. So it started with the verse, what? Asrupurna kulekshanam visidantam idam vakyam uvacha madhusudana. Seeing Arjuna filled with tears, seeing Arjuna's eye filled with tears, and his heart is filled with compassion, and he is in deep lamentation. In this state, Krishna has started speaking to Arjuna. What he is speaking? Kutastva kasmalamidam Vishame samupastitam anaryajustam ashwargyam akirtikaram Arjuna. Kutastva, where from this kasmalam, dirty things comes to you? That too in this hour of crisis. Vishame samupastitam. And don't you know these are anaryajustam? This is befitting to a anarya. This is not fitting to a arya. And akirtikaram, this will bring unfaming. And Ashwargyam, this act will not lead to heaven. Although heaven is not the supreme destination, but Krishna is building up, Krishna is responding to the arguments of Arjuna. Because Arjuna told that Narake niyatam vaso, forever that person will live in hell. So here Krishna is telling the same thing. So this will not bring to Shwarga, this act of not fighting. Then he is telling, Klabhyam mas magamaha partha, have you gone importance? Have you become coward? Klabhyam mas magamaha partha, naitatva upapadyate, it is not befitting you because you are partha. And what you are telling, this so-called compassion, this is in the material domain. This is a petty weakness of heart. Shudram hridaya darvalyam tyaktotishta parantapa. O parantapa, give up this petty weakness, arise and fight. So hearing this from Krishna, now Arjuna started speaking. We will see this verse now. What he is speaking? Verse 2.4. Arjuna uvacha katham bhismam aham sankhye Dronam cha madhusudana Isubhi pratiyotsyami Pujarha parisudana. You please join with me. Let us recite together. Arjuna uvacha
Arjuna uvacha
Katham bhismam aham sankhye
Katham bhismam aham sankhye
Dronam cha madhusudana
Dronam
Isubhi pratiyotsyami
Isubhi pratiyotsyami
Pujarha parisudana.
Tujahar Marisudana.
Arjuna uvacha
Arjuna Uvacha.
Katham bhismam aham sankhye
Katham Bhishmam Aham Sankhe.
Dronam cha madhusudana
Dronam cha Madhusudana.
Isubhi pratiyachyami
Ishubhi Patiyosyami.
Pujarha arisudana
Pujaya Harisudana.
Arjuna uvacha
Arjuna Uvacha.
Katham bhismam aham sankhye
Katham Bhishmam Aham Sankhe.
Dronam cha madhusudana
Dronam cha Madhusudana.
Isubhi pratiyachyami
Ishubhi Patiyosyami.
Pujarha varisudana
Pujahar Harisudana.
Wonderful. Synonym. Arjuna uvacha. Arjuna said, Katham, how, Bhismam, Bhisma, Aham, I, Sankhye, in the fight, Dronam, Drona, Cha, also, Madhusudana, O killer of Madhu, Isubhi, with arrows, Pratiyachami, shall counteract, Pujarha, those who are worshipable, Arisudana, O killer of the enemies. Translation. Arjuna said, O killer of enemies, O killer of Madhu, how can I counteract with arrows in battle men like Bhishma and Drona, who are worthy of my worship? Arjuna started speaking Madhusudana, O Madhusudana, O Arisudana, O killer of the enemies, Katham aham isuvi pratiyoshyami. Katham, how, aham, I, isuvi pratiyoshyami. How will I fight with arrows? Sankhye, in this battle, against whom? Bhishmam, Dronam cha, against Bhishma and Drona, who are Ujarha, who are worthy of worship. How can I fight with them? Arjuna is telling, oh Krishna, do not be so worried about my lack of bravery. Do not be so worried about my cowardice. I am not a coward. I am ready to fight against any enemies. And I will not step even a 1 inch back. I am a Kshatriya. I am a valorous Kshatriya. I am ready for encountering any battle, any enemies. But here you see, what is the fault of Bhishma and Drona? Do you notice how much love this old man has for us? Our whole existence is because of them. It is Bhishma who has given us the recognition in this palace. It is Bhishma who has brought us up. We are fatherless, suffering in the jungle. And when my mother came back to Hastinapur, then it is Bhishma who has recognized us. Had Bhishma been not there, then our life would have been miserable. Our mother would not have been looked up by this greedy Dhritarashtra and his sons. Not only that, it is Bhishma who has given us a chance to grow up in the royalty. We have experienced all these benefits what Kauravas were experiencing. He has given us the same status like the Rajputras. And under his guidance, we have learned all these moral principles, life etiquettes, everything. And he arranged for our trainings. He made sure that we get good education. He hired the best of spiritual. He hired the best of teacher, Dronacharya, who was great in his skills of battle. We have learned so many from Dronacharya, and because of his teaching, now I am the most formidable warrior. I am the greatest of archer of this time. It is because of these two gentlemen. Oh, Arisudhana, you are the killer of enemies. You are not Sandipani Sudhana. You are not Sandipani Sudhana. Have you killed your guru, Sandipani Muni? No, you are Arisudhana. You are killing enemies. I am also not hesitating to kill the enemies. Why you are telling to kill Bhishma? Have you killed Ugrasena? Are you Ugrasena Sudhana? No. So how come I can kill my grandfather, Bhishma? Krishna might tell to Arjuna, oh Arjuna, don't you know? Madhu, I am the descendant of Madhu only, because after Madhu, this Vrishni, from Madhu comes this Vrishni dynasty, and I am a descendant in the Vrishni dynasty. So in that way, I am the descendant of Madhu. So I have killed Madhu also, Madhusudan. That's the reason I am called Madhava. Because this Madhu and Kaitava, just after Brahma appeared from the navel of Vishnu, this Madhu and Kaitava, they theft this Vedas. And then Lord Vishnu killed this Madhu and restored Vedas. Who is Vishnu? The expansion of Krishna. So Krishna is called Madhusudana and Madhava in that sense. But Arjuna is telling, no, I am not telling of that Madhu, I am telling about those enemies. You are Arisudana. You are the killer of the enemies. But you are not Sandipani Sudana. You are not Ugrasena Sudana. How can I kill? Don't you know? They are worthy of worship. Pujarha. How can I shoot arrows onto their chest? Rather, I should offer flower unto their lotus feet. Let us see what Srila Prabhupada is writing in purport. Very illuminating points. Respectable superiors like Bhishma, the grandfather, and Dronacharya, the teacher, are always worshipable. Even if they attack, they should not be counterattacked. For example, in your family, if your father is beating you or mother is beating you, are you beating them back? No. So even if they attack, they should not be counterattacked. It is general etiquette that superiors are not to be offered even a verbal fight. Forget about that. If they chastise you, do you chastise them back? No. Because you know, whatever they are telling, it's for your betterment. So they are not even worthy for verbal fight. So what to speak of real fighting? Even if they are sometimes harsh in behavior, they should not be harshly treated. Then how is it possible for Arjuna to counterattack them? Would Krishna ever attack his own grandfather, Ugrasena, or his teacher, Sandipani Muni? These were some of the arguments offered by Arjuna to Krishna. So very important lesson here. The elders, they are not even worthy for verbal fight. We should not give verbal fight to them even. We should very much control our tongue. So at times we used to counterattack them, because we are not able to tolerate. So this is an important point lesson here. We should not even indulge in verbal fight with our elders. They are worshipable. If they treat us harshly, but instead we should not treat them harshly. 2.5. Gurun hatva hi mahanubhavan श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्ष्यम् अपि हलोके हत्वार्थ कामांस्तु गुरुन्निहैव भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरा प्रदिग्धान्. Let us join with me. Verse number 2.5. Gurunna hatva hi mahanubhavan
गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान्
श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्ष्यम् अपि हलोके
श्रेयो भक्तुं भक्ष्याम् अपि हलोके
हत्वार्थकामांस्तु गुरुन्निहैव
हत्वास्य कामना तु गुरुहिव वा
भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरा प्रदिग्धान्.
भुजिये भोगारुधिप्रतिगधानान्
भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरा प्रदिग्धान्.
भुञ्जे भोगान् रुधिराप्रतिगान्
गुरुन्न हत्वा हि महानुभावान्
गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान्
श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्ष्यम् अपि हलोके
श्रेयो भोक्तुं भक्ष्यमपि लोके
हत्वार्थकामांस्तु गुरुन्निहैव
स्वार्थकामास्तु गुरुनिहेव
भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरा प्रदिग्धान्.
भुजिये भोगान् रुधिरप्रतिगान्
गुरुन्न हत्वा हि महानुभावान्
गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान्
श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्ष्यम् अपि हलोके
श्रेयो भोक्तुं भक्ष्यमपि लोके
हत्वार्थकामांस्तु गुरुन्निहैव
अर्थकामास्तु गुरुनिहेव
भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरा प्रदिग्धान्.
भुजिये भोगान् रुधिरप्रतिगान्
Wonderful. Synonyms. Gurun, the superiors. Ahatva, not killing. He, certainly. Maha, anubhavan, great souls. Shreya, it is better. Bhoktum, to enjoy life. Vaikshyam, by begging. Api, even. Iha, in this life. Loke, in this world. Hatva, killing. Artha, gain. Kaman, desiring. Tu, but. Gurun, superiors. Iha, in this world. Eva, certainly. Bhunjiya, one has to enjoy. Bhogan, enjoyable things. Rudira, blood. Pradigdhan, tempted with. Translation. It would be better to live in this world by begging than to live at the cost of the lives of great souls who are my teachers. Even though desiring worldly gain, they are superiors. If they are killed, everything we enjoy will be tainted with blood. So this is the argument of Arjuna. You see how beautifully he is putting his points, you know. So Arjuna, okay, Krishna might ask, oh Arjuna, if you will not fight, how you will lead your life? Because a Kshatriya is belonging to administrative class. So by giving the protection, by ruling the common people, he get tax in return, and that's how using this task he spends this for the public protections and their growth, their welfare, and some of these he also consumed, and that's how he will be able to live up his life. But then if you will not fight, you will have no kingdom, because Duryodhana has rejected your proposal even if granting you one village. So you will have almost no land to rule, no people to rule. What you will do? How you will lead your life? Arjuna is telling it's better to live in this world by begging. Arjuna is telling, oh my dear Krishna, you are absolutely true. I will choose to beg. I will choose to live in begging. Because I don't see any good, na Shreya. I don't see any good in killing the lives of this Mahanubhava, great souls, who are superior to me, Guru. They are superior to me. They are my teachers, Bhishma, Drona, especially. This Artha Kaman, because of this desiring worldly gains, yeah, you may tell that by fighting this battle, you will get the kingdom. Yes, surely you will get the kingdom, and I am very confident about my ability and strength and power. If I will fight, then definitely Kauravas are going to be defeated. But you see, yes, we will get kingdom and we will enjoy, but you see, at the cost, what is the cost we will pay for this? Almost everybody will be killed. So everything we enjoy will be now tainted with blood. I don't want that. I don't want to enjoy even that enjoyment which is tainted with blood of my relatives. In the name of bravery, what kind of bravery is it to kill your relatives and get the kingdom, and everything you will enjoy will be tainted with blood? Vaikshyam bhoktum api shreya. Shreya, it is better. Vaikshyam, to beg. Bhoktum, so to enjoy from the begging, it is even better. Ihaloke, in this life. Maha Anubhavan Gurun Ahatva. Ahatva, not killing. Maha Anubhavan Gurun, such great superiors, such great souls. So it is better to eat by begging than killing such great elders. Gurun Hatva, having killed these elders who were even desiring wealth, Artha Kamangstu, I will enjoy objects, Iha, Vanjiya, Bhogan, Rudhira Pradigdhan, contaminated with their blood. I don't want that kind of enjoyment. Even though they have supported the side of the wealth, because in Mahabharata, when there is a conversation between Vishmadev and Yudhishthir, Bhishma is telling that everyone is servant of wealth, but wealth is not servant of anyone. So here, because of my duty bound vow, I have taken this vow to protect the Hastinapur. So Hastinapur kingdom and the king is responsible for my sustenance. So I have to be dutiful towards them and protect them, and I should take the side of the present ruling king. I am duty bound for this vow. So in a way, they are desiring the wealth. So, but I don't want that kind of enjoyment which will be contaminated with the blood. Because Krishna might ask, hey, they are ready to fight. Why you are not? Are they stepping back? Bhishma and Drona, you are telling they are great souls. Arjuna is telling, so what? Their status of Mahanubhava is not going to degrade. Whatever they have done to us in past, still we are very grateful to them. I rather choose to beg than fight. I don't want all this gain which will be coming from at the cost of killing all my relatives, and all these enjoyments will be tainted with blood. According to scriptural codes, purport, according to scriptural codes, a teacher who engages in an abominable action and has lost his sense of discrimination is fit to be abandoned. What you are telling Arjuna, your guru, these elders, they are now taking the side of adharma. So they have lost their sense of discrimination. They are fit to be abandoned. This is the scriptural injunction. Bhishma and Drona were obliged to take the side of Duryodhan because of his financial assistance. Although they should not have accepted such a position simply on financial considerations. Under the circumstances, they have lost the respectability of teachers. They have lost the respectability of teachers. But Arjuna thinks that nevertheless they remain his superior. So what, Krishna? They still remain my superiors. And therefore, to enjoy material profits after killing them would mean to enjoy spoils tainted with blood. Thank you all very much for your patientful hearing. It is now becoming very interesting, this conversation of Arjuna and Krishna. So time is up. We are ending here for the day. Tomorrow onwards, we will start from verse number 6. Thank you all very much again for your patientful hearing. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Hare Krishna. Have a nice day.
Hare Krishna.